Before we dive in, please remember that all information in this video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and you should always consult with a professional and do your own due diligence. The results I talk about are my own and those of my students, and they are not guaranteed. Your success in real estate depends entirely on your own effort, skill, and market conditions. Alright, let's talk about the lead graveyard. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that dark, dusty corner of your CRM where hundreds, maybe even thousands of names and numbers go to die. These are the leads you paid for. The Zillow leads you spent a fortune on. The Facebook leads you stayed up late creating an ad for. You called, you texted, you emailed, and you got nothing. Crickets. It feels like you are literally lighting your marketing budget on fire. And the worst part? The self-doubt that creeps in. You start thinking, are the leads bad? Is the market slow? Or is it me? Am I just not cut out for this? Let me tell you right now, the leads aren't bad. The market is always the market. And it's not you. It's your script. It's your follow-up system. Or more accurately, your lack of one. What if I told you that inside that lead graveyard, there are commissions just waiting to be claimed? What if you could resurrect those dead leads and turn them into appointments and then into closings? That's not a hypothetical. That is exactly what we are going to do starting right now. I'm going to give you the exact word-for-word scripts that have helped thousands of agents across the country turn their silent CRM into an ATM. These aren't fluffy, just be yourself theories. These are battle-tested, psychologically driven templates that get a response when everyone else is being ignored. I think about an agent I worked with named Michael. 6 months into the business, he was drowning. He'd spent over $5,000 on leads and had one conversation to show for it. He was ready to go back to his old 9-to-5 job. He felt like a failure. His list of contacts was a ghost town. He told me, "They just don't want to talk to me." I told him, "Michael, they don't want to talk to a salesman. They want to talk to a problem solver." We threw out his old generic scripts. You know the one. "Hi, this is Michael from ABC Realty. Saw you clicked on a house online. When are you free to chat for 15 minutes? We replaced it with a simple 2-sentence text message. A pattern interrupt. A message that offered value instead of asking for something. The very next day, he got 3 responses from leads that had been silent for months. One of those responses turned into a buyer consultation that week. 60 days later, it turned into a $30,000 commission check. That one script changed the entire trajectory of his career. That's the power of what we're talking about today. It's not about making more calls or sending more texts. It's about sending the right texts, the right emails, saying the right thing when you finally get someone on the phone. So what's the secret? Why do these scripts work so well? Comes down to one core principle. Stop selling, start serving. The average person in America is bombarded with over 5,000 ads a day. Their guard is up. They can smell a commission-hungry salesperson from a mile away. The moment your message sounds like everyone else's, you get deleted, ignored, ghosted. Our goal with every single follow-up attempt is to break that pattern. We do it by leading with value, creating curiosity, and making it incredibly easy for them to respond. We're not asking for a 30-minute commitment. We're not trying to close them on the first call. We are simply trying to start a conversation. That's it. The entire goal of follow-up is to start a human conversation. The closing happens later. The relationship building happens now. So, before we get into the first script, we need a critical mindset shift. You have to stop thinking of follow-up as a chore. Stop thinking of it as chasing leads. You are not a telemarketer. You are a market expert. You are a professional guide. Your job is to help people navigate the single largest financial transaction of their lives. These people on your list clicked on a house for a reason. They have a problem and need a dream. They want a bigger backyard for their kids. They need to downsize because the nest is empty. They're dreaming of a home office that doesn't double as a laundry room. Your follow-up is not an interruption. It's an intervention. You are reaching out to help them solve their problem. When you believe that, your tone changes. Your energy changes. And your results will explode. Let's dive into the most common, most feared, and most butchered scenario in all of real estate. The brand new internet lead. This is the ZillowRealtor.com or website lead that just hit your inbox 30 seconds ago. Speed is everything here, but what you say in that first contact is even more important. What does 99% of agents do? They send this text. "Hi, this is John with XYZ Realty. I saw you were interested in 123 Main Street. When is a good time to connect? Let's break down why this is a complete disaster. First, it's all about you. This is John. I saw. When can we connect? It's selfish. Second, it immediately puts them on the defensive. You're a salesperson asking to take up their time. The wall goes up instantly. Third, it offers zero value. You've given them no reason to respond other than to be sold to. So they don't. We're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to use what I call the quick question text. It's designed to be helpful, non-threatening, and incredibly easy to answer. It disarms them and starts the conversation. Here it is word for word. Hi, first name. You just requested some info on 123 Main Street. Quick question for you, are you just browsing? Or are you looking for a specific type of property? Your name. Your brokerage. Now let's dissect this masterpiece of simplicity. Hi, first name. Personalization is key. You just requested some info on 123 Main Street. This confirms you're the right person and you're responding to their specific action. It's context. It's not a cold call. Now for the magic. Quick question for you. This phrase is a powerful psychological trigger. It frames your request as small and easy. It's not a big commitment. It's just a quick question. It lowers their guard. And then the question itself. Are you just browsing? Or are you looking for a specific type of property? This is brilliant for two reasons. First, you've given them an easy out. By saying, are you just browsing? You've given them permission to not be a serious, ready-to-go buyer. This removes all the pressure. They feel safe responding honestly. Second, it's a simple multiple-choice question. It doesn't require a long, thought-out answer. They can literally reply with one or two words. Just browsing. Or a 3-bed with a yard. You have made it effortless to engage. Finally, you sign off with your name and brokerage for professionalism. The response rate to this single text message compared to the old, generic one is night and day. Because you've changed the entire dynamic. You're not a salesperson chasing a commission. You're a helpful resource sorting information. You're a concierge. When they reply, just browsing, you don't panic. You don't disqualify them. You have started a conversation. That's the win. Your next message can be something like, awesome. Happy to be a resource for you. The market is pretty crazy right now. I actually just put together a list of the top 5 best value homes in that area with big backyards. No pressure at all, but would you like me to send it over? Look what you did. You offered pure value with no strings attached. You're not asking for their mother's maiden name or their pre-approval letter. You're offering a list. You're helping them browse better. This is how you build a pipeline. This is how you take a cold internet click and turn it into a warm relationship. It starts with one simple, powerful, and psychologically sound script. But what happens when that script gets you nothing? Absolute radio silence. The lead you were so excited about, the one who clicked on your beautiful Facebook ad for homes with pools in Scottsdale, has gone dark. You sent the perfect opening text, offered the custom list, and now, crickets. This is the moment where 99% of real estate agents completely fumble the ball. This is the graveyard of commissions. Because what do most agents do? They fall back on the weakest, most value-draining phrases in the English language. 2 days later, they send a text. Just checking in. Another 4 days pass. Hey, wanted to follow up. A week later, a desperate final plea. Are you still looking to buy a house? Let me be brutally honest. These messages are not follow-up. They are admissions of defeat. They scream, I have nothing of value to offer you, but I'm hoping you'll do the work for me and tell me what you want. You're putting the entire burden of the conversation back on the lead, a person who is busy, distracted, and is being hounded by 5 other agents doing the exact same lazy thing. You blend into the noise. You become an annoyance to be archived and ignored. We have to operate from a different playbook. Our goal is not to check in. Our goal is to re-engage, to provoke a response, to be so different, so valuable, or so intriguing that they have to reply. We're going to stop chasing and start attracting. So it's been 48 hours. You sent the initial value text from part 1, and you've gotten 0 response. It's time for follow-up script number 2. The pattern interrupt. Most agents follow up by asking a question. We're going to follow up by making a statement that implies a mistake on our part. Looks like this. Hey John, quick question. I sent over that list of homes with pools in Scottsdale on Tuesday. I just realized I might have set the price cap too low at $800,000. Was that the right range for you, or should I adjust it? Let's break down the psychological genius of this script. First, you are not asking, "Did you get my text?" You are assuming they did. This is a position of confidence. Second, you are not asking if they are still interested. You're asking if you did your job correctly. This removes all pressure from them. It's not about their commitment. It's about your service. The human brain is wired to correct inaccuracies. If you send someone a message that says, "I think I made a mistake," their natural inclination is to either confirm or correct you. They might reply, "No, that was the right price range, just been busy." Or, "Actually, can you bump it up to 950? Boom. You're back in the conversation. The door is open again. You didn't beg, you didn't plead, you didn't check in. You created a low-friction reason for them to re-engage by framing it as them helping you. It's a subtle but powerful shift in the dynamic. You're not a salesperson chasing a commission. You're a professional ensuring the accuracy of their service. Okay, but what if even that doesn't work? It's now been, say, 5 to 7 days. You've sent the initial value offer, you've sent the pattern interrupt, and still nothing. The lead is cold. Most agents would either give up or send another needy checking-in text. We're going to do something radically different. We're going to provide unsolicited, high-level value. This is follow-up script number 3, the market expert update. Sounds like this. "Hey Sarah, no need to reply to this, but I was just analyzing the market data for the downtown area you were interested in and wanted to share a quick insight. We just saw a property go under contract with multiple offers for 15% over asking price, which is the first time we've seen that in 3 months. It looks like the market in that specific neighborhood is heating up faster than the rest of the city. Just thought you'd find that interesting as you're browsing. Let's dissect this masterpiece." The opening line, "No need to reply to this," is a masterstroke of reverse psychology. Completely disarms them. You've taken away all obligation. They're not being asked for anything. Their guard immediately drops. Then, you don't talk about a specific house. You talk about market data. An insight. You are immediately elevating yourself from one of the 100 agents who can unlock a door to a true market advisor, an economist of their micromarket. You're sharing insider information. This isn't something they can find on Zillow. This is real, on-the-ground intelligence. You're not asking them if they want to see a house. You're giving them information that makes them a smarter buyer. This positions you as an indispensable resource. Even if they don't reply, you have planted a seed of authority. When they are ready to get serious, who will they remember? The agent who kept bugging them asking, "You still looking?" Or the expert who sent them valuable market analysis without asking for anything in return? It's not even a contest. Now for the final stage. It's been 10 days to 2 weeks. You've tried to add value. You've tried to re-engage. Nothing. This lead is likely dead, right? Wrong. They might be busy, they might have had a family emergency, or they might just be a passive browser. But we can't have them clogging up our CRM and our mental energy forever. It's time to clean our pipeline and make one last powerful attempt to get a response. This is follow-up script number 4, the confident breakup. Warning. This script takes courage. Feels counterintuitive. But I promise you, it is one of the most effective scripts you will ever use to revive a dead lead. Goes like this. "Hey Mike, I've sent you a few messages about your home search for properties in Austin and haven't heard back." Typically, when this happens, it means one of two things. Either your plans have changed and you're no longer looking to buy, or you've just been swamped with other things. Either way, I don't want to keep bothering you with unwanted messages. So I'm going to go ahead and close out your search file. If you'd like me to reopen it at any point, just reply to this message and let me know. Wishing you all the best. This is the takeaway close. And it works because of a fundamental human psychological principle, loss aversion. People are more motivated by the fear of losing something than the prospect of gaining something. For 2 weeks, you've been a free resource they could tap into at any time. Now, you are respectfully and professionally taking that resource away. Notice the language. It's not accusatory. It's empathetic. Your plans have changed or you've been swamped. You're giving them an easy out. You're not making them feel guilty. And then the key phrase, "I'm going to go ahead and close out your search file." This is a definitive action. It creates urgency. The person who has been passively ignoring your messages is now faced with a choice. Do I let this expert who's been sending me valuable info go? Or do I take 2 seconds to reply? You would be absolutely shocked at the response rate to this message. You'll get replies like, "No, don't close it. Sorry, it's just been a crazy week at work. Can we talk next Tuesday? Or thanks for the message. We're holding off for a few months, but please keep me on your list. Whatever the response, you get the one thing you need most: clarity. You either revive a lead and put them on a real timeline, or you confirm they're not serious right now and you can move them to a long-term nurture campaign, freeing up your focus for hotter prospects. These 3 scripts, the pattern interrupt, the market expert update, and the confident breakup, transform you from a typical real estate agent into a master of communication. You stop being a pest and start being a professional. You stop chasing and start creating value. Each script is designed to address a different stage of a lead's silence, using psychology to make responding easy, intriguing, and, in the final case, urgent. This is how you systematically work your leads without ever sounding desperate. But what happens when they finally do respond? What happens when one of these scripts works and they say, "Yes, I'm available to talk on the phone tomorrow at 2 p.m. That first phone call is the next great filter where deals go to die. Most agents get on the phone and immediately sabotage their chances. But there's a framework for that first call. A script that builds instant rapport and establishes you as the only agent they'll want to work with. And that is exactly what we're going to break down next. The single biggest mistake agents make on this first call is treating it like an interrogation. They come in hot, asking questions like, "Are you pre-approved? When are you looking to buy? Are you working with another agent?" Feels less like a conversation and more like a screening process at the airport. You're immediately putting the lead on the defensive. They feel like a number, a commission check, not a person. And what do people do when they feel pressured? They lie. They say, "Oh, I'm just looking." Even if they've been dreaming of a new home for 6 months. They retreat. They ghost you. The goal of the first call is not to qualify them. Let me repeat that. The goal is not to qualify them. The goal is to connect with them. It's to convert a cold digital lead into a warm human relationship. You're moving them from a name on a screen to a person with a story. Qualification comes later. First, you need rapport. So let's build the script. We'll call this the low-pressure connection framework. It has 5 simple parts. Part 1 is the opener. Most agents say, "Hi, this is John from XYZ Realty. Am I speaking with Sarah?" It's formal, it's stiff, and it immediately screams sales call. Instead, you're going to use a pattern interrupt. It's casual and assumptive. It sounds like this: "Hey Sarah, this is John." That's it. You say their first name with a slight upward inflection like you're not 100% sure it's them, and then you state your name. Sounds like you could be a friend calling. It's disarming. Their guard, which was sky high for an unknown number, drops by about 50%. Part 2 is the immediate context bridge. You have about 3 seconds to explain why you're calling before they get annoyed. Don't make them guess. Bridge the gap from their online activity to your phone call. It sounds like this: "Hey Sarah, this is John. I'm a local real estate agent and I saw you were just on Zillow looking at the property over on 123 Main Street. I just wanted to give you a quick call about it." You've immediately answered the "who is this and what do they want?" question in their head. You're not a random telemarketer. You're a resource connected to something they just did. The relevancy is critical. Part 3 is the secret weapon, the permission-based question. This is where you flip the entire power dynamic. Instead of launching into your pitch, you give them an easy out. This is so counterintuitive, but it's pure psychology. You say, "I know you're probably busy. Did I catch you at a bad time?" Now, what does every other salesperson on the planet ask? Is now a good time? When you ask that, the person's brain immediately searches for a reason why it's not a good time. But when you ask, "Did I catch you at a bad time?" their brain does the opposite. The natural, polite human response is to say, "No, now is fine. What's up?" You've given them control, they feel respected, and in return they give you their attention. It's a magic trick that works almost every time. Now we get to part 4, the value-driven inquiry. This is the moment of truth. This is where you either build a relationship or you blow it. The amateur agent asks, "So are you looking to buy a house?" It's a yes or no question that invites the dreaded, "I'm just looking." The professional, the agent who uses this framework, asks an open-ended question that's about their dream, not your transaction. You say, "I was just calling about that house on 123 Main Street. Out of curiosity, what about that one caught your eye?" This question is a masterpiece. You're not asking about their timeline, their finances, or their agent. You're asking about their desires. You're inviting them to talk about something exciting. They'll start telling you their story. "Oh, we loved the big backyard for our dog. Or, the kitchen was just incredible, we love to cook. Or, it's in the school district we've been trying to get into. Boom, you've just struck gold. You're no longer talking about a transaction. You're talking about their life, their dog, their family dinners, their children's future. This leads directly into part 5, the final piece, the diagnostic conversation. Your only job now is to listen and ask clarifying questions. They loved the backyard? That's fantastic. Is having a big yard a must-have for you guys? They mentioned the school district? Oh, that's one of the best in the area. Do you have kids in school now? Or are you planning for the future? You are now acting as a consultant, a guide. You're peeling back the layers of their motivation. Every answer they give you is a piece of the puzzle. You're not selling them, you're helping them discover what they truly want. Think of it like this. A bad first call is like a bad first date where the other person immediately asks, "So, are we getting married? How much money do you make? Do you want 2 or 3 kids?" It's invasive and creepy. A great first call using this framework is like a first date where you just ask, "So what do you love to do?" And then you genuinely listen to the answer. The entire goal is simply to get them to agree to a second date. And that's how you close the call. Not by asking for a 12-month exclusive agreement. You close by asking for a small, logical, easy-to-accept next step. A micro-commitment could be, based on what you told me about loving that kitchen, I actually know of 2 other homes that just came on the market with similar gourmet kitchens that aren't even on Zillow yet. Would it be helpful if I sent you the info on those? Who would say no to that? You're offering exclusive, valuable information tailored specifically to their desires. Or you could say, it sounds like you're just starting to explore the market, which is the perfect time to get a handle on things. I'd be happy to set you up on a custom search so you only see properties that match your criteria, with no obligation whatsoever. Would that be okay? You've gone from a cold lead to a consultant in one 5-minute phone call. You haven't pressured them. You've helped them. You've built rapport. You've established yourself as the expert who listens. But what about the curveballs? What if they hit you with the classic, "We're just looking"? Don't panic. You embrace it. You say, "That's perfect. Honestly, most people are at your stage. My role isn't to push you into a house, it's to be a resource for you. So while you're looking, what kind of information would be the most valuable for you right now? Are you more curious about certain neighborhoods, market trends, or the financing process?" You're meeting them where they are and offering help, not a sales pitch. What if they say, "I'm already working with an agent"? Again, don't retreat. Be a professional. You say, "That's fantastic. I'm glad you have someone in your corner. Out of curiosity, have you signed a buyer's agency agreement with them?" This is the key question. If they say yes, you respect that boundary. You say, "Great, well, I wish you the best of luck in your search." And you move on. But 9 times out of 10, they haven't. They just have a cousin's friend who sent them a few listings once. If they say no, you have an opening. You can say, "Okay, great. Well, as I mentioned, I'm happy to just be a resource. If I see a property that perfectly matches what you described, would you be opposed to me sending it your way?" You're not trying to steal a client. You're offering to provide value. And value always wins. This framework isn't about magic words. It's about a fundamental shift in mindset. You're not a salesperson hunting for a commission. You are a trusted advisor solving a problem. This single call, done correctly, can be the difference between a lead who ghosts you and a client for life. It sets the foundation for everything that follows. But what happens when they don't pick up the phone? What if it goes straight to voicemail, which, let's be honest, happens more than half the time? This is where the real separation between amateur and pro happens. Most agents give up. They leave one awkward voicemail and never follow up again, leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. But there is a proven multi-channel sequence for a lead who doesn't answer. A specific cadence of voicemails, text messages, and emails that turns a ghosted lead into a booked appointment. And that bulletproof system is exactly what we're going to build next. Alright, let's call this our first 72-hour blitz. This isn't about being annoying. It's about being professionally persistent in the moments that matter most. Remember, the lead is at its absolute hottest within the first 5 minutes of their inquiry. Your goal is to make meaningful contact within that window. But if they don't answer, this sequence is your playbook. It's a 10-step, multi-channel assault designed to get a response. Let's imagine a lead comes in. Their name is Sarah and she just clicked on your Zillow ad for 123 Main Street. The clock starts now. Step 1 happens within the first 5 minutes. The first call. You dial the number. It rings and goes to voicemail. Don't be discouraged. This is expected. 90% of the time, this first call will go unanswered. The purpose of this call is not to have a conversation. It's to create the first touch point and to set up your next move. You are now a known number. So what do? You leave the perfect voicemail. This is step 2. The first voicemail. The wrong voicemail sounds needy and desperate. Hi Sarah, my name is Bob, I'm a realtor. Please call me back. I'd love to help you. That gets deleted instantly. The right voicemail is calm, confident, and offers immediate specific value. Here is the script. Hi Sarah, this is your name with your brokerage. You just put in an inquiry on 123 Main Street, and I have the seller's disclosure and the utility cost history for it right here on my desk. My number is your number. Talk soon. Let's break down why this works. You state who you are and why you're calling, referencing her specific action. This confirms you're not a random spam call. Then the magic phrase. I have the seller's disclosure and the utility cost history. This is specific, tangible value that she cannot get from Zillow or Redfin. You've immediately positioned yourself as an insider with information she wants. You end it confidently with talk soon. Not hope to hear from you. It implies a future conversation is inevitable. The moment you hang up, you move to step 3, the first text message. Texting has a 98% open rate, and this is where you have the highest chance of getting a response. Your goal here is to be casual, confirm your identity, and ask a low-friction question. Do not try to sell the house over text. Here's the script. Hey Sarah, just left you a quick voicemail. This is your name from your brokerage. Is now a bad time to chat for 2 minutes about the house on Main Street? This script is brilliant in its simplicity. You're connecting the dots for her. Oh, that call and voicemail was from this person. You identify yourself again. And then the question. Is now a bad time? This is a pattern interrupt. Most salespeople ask, is now a good time? Which is easy to say no to. Asking if it's a bad time often gets a response like, a little busy now, can you call back in an hour? Or, I can't talk but can you text me? Boom. You've opened a dialogue. You've turned a cold lead into a warm conversation. Now let's say 4 to 5 hours go by. Sarah has seen your call, heard your voicemail, read your text, but still no reply. She's busy. Life happens. Do you give up? No. You proceed to step 4. The first email. The subject line is everything. It needs to be simple and directly related to her search. Subject. Info on 123 Main Street. The body of the email continues our theme of providing value. Here's the script. Hi Sarah. Following up on my call and text earlier. I saw you were interested in 123 Main Street. It's a great property, especially with the updated kitchen. As promised, I've attached the seller's disclosure for you to review. Sometimes pictures online can be deceiving. Are you available for a quick 15-minute tour sometime tomorrow? Best. Your name, your brokerage, your number. This email does 3 things perfectly. It reminds her of your previous contact attempts, reinforcing your persistence. It delivers on the value you promised in the voicemail. You actually attach the document. This builds instant trust, and it presents a clear, specific call to action. A 15-minute tour. It's not a generic, let me know if you want to see it. It's a defined low-commitment next step. That's the end of day 1. For touchpoints, call, voicemail, text, email. You've been professional, valuable, and persistent without being a pest. Now we move to day 2. Sarah still hasn't responded. This is where most agents give up. And this is where you will win. Step 5, the second call. This happens the next morning. And here's a pro tip. If you have the technology, make this call from a different number. A local number she doesn't recognize. This is not about tricking her. It's about bypassing the call rejection she might have for your now saved number. When you call, if she answers, you simply say, Hi Sarah, this is your name. I was giving you a call back about the property on Main Street. Simple. But let's assume she doesn't answer again. This time you do not leave a voicemail. This is step 6 and it's a no action step. Why? Leaving a voicemail every single day screams desperation. The missed call on her phone is enough of a nudge. It says, I'm still here and I'm still working for you. Without you having to say a word. Now it's the afternoon of day 2. Time for step 7. The second text. We can't send the same message again. We need to change the angle. The goal of this text is to re-engage with a question that's incredibly easy for her to answer. We're going to make it a simple this or that style question. Here is the script. Hey Sarah. Your name again. Quick question for your home search. Are you just casually browsing online? Or are you looking to make a move in the next 3 months? This is a masterclass in lead qualification via text. You're giving her an easy out. If she's just a tire kicker, she can say just browsing, and you can put her on a long-term drip campaign. If she says next 3 months, you know you have a serious motivated buyer. This question isn't pushy. It's helpful. You're trying to understand her situation to better serve her. It often gets a response when all other attempts have failed. We're now at the end of day 2. We've been strategic and varied in our approach. Now for the final day of our 72-hour blitz. Day 3. Step 8, the second email. Sarah still hasn't responded after 2 days and 7 touches. She's a tough one. This email needs to be pure, unadulterated value. No ask for a call. No request for a tour. The subject line should be compelling. Subject: a few other homes like 123 Main Street. The body of the email is short and helpful. Here's the script. Hi Sarah. I know that property on Main Street gets a lot of attention. In case it's not the perfect fit, I put together a quick list of 3 other homes in the same area with similar features and price points that you might not have seen yet. You can check them out here. Link to a curated list on your website or MLS portal. No need to reply, just wanted to provide some options. Let me know if any of them catch your eye. Best, your name. This is the ultimate professional move. You're acting as her dedicated search agent before she's even agreed to work with you. You're showing, not telling. You're demonstrating your market expertise. The line "no need to reply" is a powerful psychological tool. It removes all pressure and makes her more likely to actually look at the list and reply. Later that afternoon on day 3, you make your final attempts in this blitz. Step 9, the third call. One last ring. If she answers, great. If not, we move immediately to our final step. Step 10, the final voicemail of the blitz. This voicemail has a completely different tone. It's the professional breakup. It's a takeaway close that puts the ball squarely in her court and makes you look like the busy professional you are. Here's the script. Hey Sarah, it's your name one last time. I've tried to connect a few times regarding your home search. My guess is you're either super busy, you've already found another agent, or you're no longer in the market. Either way, I respect that. I won't be calling again, but I have you set up to receive my weekly list of new homes on the market. If your plans change, my direct number is your number. All the best in your search. This is a mic drop. You've recapped your efforts. You've given her an easy out with 3 possible reasons for her silence. You've respectfully stated you won't bother her with calls anymore, which she'll appreciate. And you've transitioned her to a long-term nurture plan, the weekly email list, while leaving the door open for her to re-engage. You're no longer the chaser. You're the resource. This 10-step, 72-hour blitz is your nuclear option for unresponsive new leads. It systematically covers every communication channel with scripts designed for maximum psychological impact. It takes you from being just another agent to being the only agent who is persistent, professional, and valuable. So what happens after day 3? We don't just throw the lead away. That voicemail wasn't a bluff. We now transition Sarah from this high-intensity follow-up into a long-term automated nurture campaign. This is the system that works while you sleep, building trust and keeping you top of mind for weeks, months, or even years, ensuring that when she is finally ready to pull the trigger, you are the only agent she calls. And that automated long-term system is what we're building next. This system is your silent salesperson. It's your 24/7 brand ambassador. It's the engine that turns a cold lead from 6 months ago into a warm, inbound call tomorrow morning. Forget chasing. We are now going to build a machine that attracts. Let's call this the Market Insider Nurture System. The entire philosophy is built on a single powerful psychological shift. You must stop thinking of yourself as a real estate agent trying to sell a house and start positioning yourself as the indispensable, hyperlocal economic advisor for their single biggest asset. When you make that shift, everything changes. They no longer see your name and think salesman. They see your name and think value. This system runs primarily on email, with a few strategic text messages we'll discuss later. The goal is to touch your long-term leads once every 2 to 3 weeks. Not every day, not even every week. Just a consistent, gentle, valuable reminder that you are the expert in the market. So what do you send? You don't send just checking in. Or are you ready to buy yet? That's poison. That's commission breath. Instead, you rotate through 3 core pillars of value. Pillar number 1 is the hyperlocal data drop. This is your bread and butter. But you are not just going to send a generic market report from your MLS. That's what every amateur does. You are going to interpret the data. You are going to tell a story with the numbers. Here is your script. The subject line of the email should be something like, quick update on their neighborhood market, or their zip code real estate, the real story. The body of the email goes like this. Hi, first name. I was just analyzing the latest sales data for neighborhood/town, and a fascinating trend emerged that I thought you'd want to see. Over the last 30 days, the average days on market has dropped by 12%, but the average sale price has only ticked up 2%. What this tells us is that well-priced homes are flying off the shelf faster than ever, but sellers who are overreaching on their price are being left behind. It's a sign of a market that is still very strong, but is becoming much more disciplined. For a future buyer like you, this is a golden opportunity to avoid the frenzy and focus on properties that have been on the market for 20+ days, as those sellers are likely becoming much more negotiable. Just some food for thought. No need to reply, just wanted to keep you in the loop. Best, your name. Do you see the power in that? You didn't ask for anything. You didn't push for a meeting. You provided an insider's analysis that they cannot get from Zillow. You translated raw data into a strategic advantage for them. You've just proven your expertise in a way that is 100% about them and 0% about you. You can create a template for this and just plug in new numbers every month. It takes 10 minutes. Pillar number 2 is what I call the Community Champion Update. This has nothing to do with real estate and everything to do with lifestyle. You are selling a community, not just 4 walls and a roof. You need to prove you are an expert on that community. The script for this email is incredibly simple. Subject line. You have to try this place. Or a new local spot in town. The body. Hi, first name. This is totally random, but my wife and I just tried the new taco spot that opened up where the old hardware store used to be on Elm Street. It's called Taco Place name. Honestly, their carne asada tacos are the best I've had in years. It's not on the big review sites yet, so it's still kind of a local secret. If you're looking for something new this weekend, I'd highly recommend it. That's it. Hope you're having a great week. Best, your name. What did you just accomplish? You connected with them on a human level. You're not just an agent. You're a neighbor, a fellow community member who knows the cool spots. You've provided value that improves their life right now. This builds an incredible amount of goodwill. You can do this with a new park, a farmer's market, a great local mechanic, a new hiking trail. The possibilities are endless and they position you as the ultimate local resource. Pillar number 3 is the proactive homeowner hack. This is where you provide tangible, actionable advice that protects their investment or saves them money. This is pure, unadulterated value. You are literally putting money back in their pocket. The script for this one is a game changer. Subject line. Quick heads up about your property taxes, or don't miss this deadline. First name. The body. Hi, first name. Just a quick reminder that the deadline to appeal your property tax assessment in county name is coming up on date. I've spoken with a few homeowners in your area who have successfully lowered their tax bill this year by showing evidence of recent, lower-priced sales nearby. It can be a bit of a hassle, but saving a few $1,000s is often worth the effort. Here's the direct link to the county's appeal form if you want to take a look. Insert link. No need to reply, just wanted to make sure you didn't miss the window. Best, your name. Mic drop. You just became their financial hero. Who does this? Almost no one. You're not asking them to buy or sell. You are actively helping them with the home they already own, or giving them intel for the one they want to own. Other examples include a reminder to drain your sprinkler lines before the first frost, or did you know you can get a free energy audit from the local utility company? You are becoming their trusted advisor for all things home-related. Now you load these 3 types of emails into your CRM. You set them up to rotate. Week 1, hyperlocal data drop. Week 4, community champion. Week 7, proactive homeowner hack. And so on. You write them once and the system sends them for you forever. This machine works while you are on vacation, while you are at a closing, while you are sleeping. It is building a fortress of trust and expertise around your brand, in the mind of every single long-term prospect in your database. And then one day 6, 9, 12 months later it happens. That lead who has been silently receiving your value-packed emails finally replies. They might reply to your taco recommendation and say, "Thanks for the tip, we tried it, and it was amazing." Or they reply to your market update and ask a question. This is the tripwire. This is the signal. They are re-engaging. Your automated system has done its job. It has kept the relationship warm. Now it's time to transition back to a live conversation. And your script for that is critical. You don't just jump back into sales mode. You mirror their energy and then pivot. If they reply, "Thanks for the taco tip," you write back, "I'm so glad you liked it. We're definitely going back soon. Hey, it was great to hear from you. I know it's been a while, but I was curious if anything has changed on your end regarding your home search plans for this year." You acknowledge their message, you built rapport, and then you smoothly and professionally pivoted back to business. This entire system, the Market Insider Nurture, is what separates the top 1% of agents from everyone else. The amateurs chase the right now business. The professionals build a system that guarantees forever business. But what about the leads that don't just go quiet for a long time? What about the ones that go completely cold? The ghosts. The people who you had a great conversation with and then nothing. They stopped answering your calls, your texts, your emails. They vanished. Most agents write these leads off as dead. But they are not dead. They are just dormant. And there is a specific counterintuitive strategy to bring them back from the dead, often with a signed agreement in hand within a week. And that resurrection process is exactly what we're breaking down next. Alright, let's talk about the graveyard. Your CRM. That place where leads go to die. We're talking about the prospects who ghosted you 3, 6, maybe even 12 months ago. You followed up, you sent market reports, you called, you texted, and then nothing. Crickets. The conventional wisdom says to delete them, move on, focus on fresh leads. The conventional wisdom is costing you a fortune, because those leads are not dead. They're dormant. And the secret to waking them up isn't more nagging, more just checking in emails, or more generic newsletters. The secret is a psychological pattern interrupt. Think about it. These dormant leads have been trained to ignore you. Your name pops up in their inbox or on their phone, and their brain immediately categorizes it as that realtor again, and archives it without a second thought. It's a subconscious habit. Your job is not to yell louder, it's to break the pattern. You need to send a message so short, so personal, and so unexpected that it bypasses their ignore filter and forces them to actually read it. The most powerful tool for this is what I call the 9-word resurrection. Now, it's not always exactly 9 words, but the principle is the same. A hyper-minimalist, question-based email or text that is impossible to ignore. Let's start with dormant buyer leads. You've got a dozen of them in your CRM from last spring. You tried everything. Now you're going to send them this exact email. The subject line is just their first name. That's it. So, John. And the body of the email is this. John, are you still looking to buy a home in Scottsdale? That's it. No, hi John. No, hope you're doing well. No email signature with your photo and a dozen social media links. Nothing. Just that one simple, direct question. Why does this work so beautifully? First, it's personal. You used their name and the specific city they were interested in. It doesn't look like a mass email blast. Second, it's low friction. Replying yes or no takes literally 2 seconds. You haven't asked them to read a novel or watch a video. You've asked a simple, closed-ended question. Third, it creates a massive curiosity gap. Their immediate thought is, why is he asking me this now? Did a perfect property just hit the market? Does he know something I don't? Their brain is forced to engage. The same principle applies to a text message, which can be even more effective. The text would be, Hi Sarah, this is your name. Quick question. Are you still looking to buy in Austin? Again, short, personal, direct. You will be shocked at the response rate. We see agents get 50 to 70% response rates from leads that have been silent for over 6 months using this script. Now, what about dormant sellers? People who had you over for a listing presentation seemed excited and then just vanished. The strategy is identical, but we tweak the question to hit their specific pain point. For them, you send an email with their name in the subject line. The body is, David, are you still thinking about selling your home on Elm Street? Or an even more powerful variation that introduces urgency and expertise. David, recent sales in your neighborhood have been surprising. Are you still considering a move this year? This second version is killer. It implies you have insider information. What's surprising? Are prices up? Are prices down? They have to respond to find out. You've created an information vacuum that only you can fill. It instantly reestablishes you as the market expert and gives them a compelling reason to re-engage. Now, here's where most agents drop the ball. They get a response and they don't know what to do next. You need to have your follow-up scripts ready for every possible answer. If they respond with yes or I am why, do not email them back. Do not text them back. You pick up the phone and call them immediately. The moment you see that yes, you call. When they answer, you say, "Hey Sarah, your name calling. I just saw your text." Perfect timing. The reason I reached out is that 2 homes just came on the market that fit the criteria we talked about, but they have a feature we didn't expect to find in your price range. Do you have a quick minute for me to tell you about them? You see what happened there? You moved them from a cold, dormant lead to a hot, active conversation in under 60 seconds. You had a specific, value-driven reason for your call. If they respond with no or "we already bought a house," do not see this as a failure. See it as a success. You just cleaned your database and got a definitive answer. Your response should be immediate and gracious. That's fantastic news, congratulations. So glad you found something. Thanks for letting me know. I'll take you off my list so I don't bother you. Wishing you all the best in your new home. This is a class act. You leave them with a positive impression. And guess what? They have friends, family, and coworkers who will need a realtor. Who do you think they'll remember? The pushy agent who never stopped spamming them, or the professional who was gracious and respectful? Now for the most common response, the maybe. They'll say something like, "We're thinking about it, but maybe next year." Or "We've put our search on hold for now." This is a critical moment. Your response here will determine if they go back into the graveyard or into your future pipeline. Your script is, completely understand. The market is in a strange place right now, and timing is everything. No pressure at all. What I'll do is move you over to my long-term watch list. That way I won't bug you day to day, but I will send you my monthly 1-page market summary. It's a no-fluff report that just shows what's selling, and for how much in your target area. That way, when the time is right, you'll be the most educated buyer on the market. Sound good? 99% of them will say, yes. You've provided value, removed pressure, and gotten their permission to keep marketing to them. You've successfully resurrected a dead lead and turned it into a long-term nurture. But what about the leads that are truly deeply buried? The ones who don't even respond to the 9-word resurrection? For them, we pull out the nuclear option. This is the last email you will ever send them, and it is by far one of the most powerful psychological tools you have. It's called the breakup email. You send this 1 week after the 9-word email if you get no response. The subject line is simple: closing your file. The body of the email is, "Hi Michael. Since I haven't heard back from you, I'm assuming your plans to move have changed. I'm closing out your file now. If you need anything in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out. Best of luck." This works because of a powerful psychological trigger, loss aversion. People are more motivated by the fear of losing something than the prospect of gaining something. For months, they've had the security of knowing you're there, available to them. This email takes that security away. It signals the end. Their access to your expertise is gone. Forces a decision. It's the digital equivalent of walking away. And just like in dating, the second you start to walk away, the other person's interest is suddenly piqued. The response to this email is often panicked and immediate. No, don't close my file. I'm so sorry, I've just been swamped. We are still interested." By being willing to lose the lead, you are more likely to win it back. You've broken the pattern, reversed the power dynamic, and prompted an immediate, emotional response. These resurrection scripts aren't about magic words. They are about understanding human psychology. You're shifting from a posture of chasing and asking to a posture of advising and leading. You're not a pest. You're a professional consultant with valuable information. You're busy, you're cleaning your database, and you're moving on with or without them. This confidence is attractive. It draws people in. So go into your CRM. Find those leads you gave up on 6 months ago. Send them the 9-word resurrection. And for the ones who are still silent, send the breakup email. Prepare to be amazed at how many dead leads spring back to life. Now, resurrecting old leads is one thing. But what about the brand new ones? The internet leads that come in from Zillow, from Realtor.com, from your Facebook ads. The clock is ticking on those from the very first second. You have a 5-minute window to make contact. or your chance of converting them plummets by over 80%. The problem is, you can't always call within 5 minutes. You might be in a meeting with a client or even sleeping. So how do you create an instant personal connection that stops them in their tracks and makes them want to talk to you, even when you can't physically pick up the phone? You need an automated, yet deeply personal, system that engages them for you. And the script for that initial 5-minute text message is the single most important script in modern real estate. Here it is, the text you send within 5 minutes of a new online lead hitting your inbox. I want you to write this down, put it in your phone's text replacements, and build it into your CRM. It's that important. The script is, "Hi, first name. I just saw your request for info on property address. Are you just browsing online, or are you thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Dash your name. Your brokerage." That's it. That's the multi-million-dollar text message. And I know what some of you are thinking. Seems too simple. It's not aggressive enough. It doesn't ask for an appointment. And that is precisely why it works. Let's break this down piece by piece so you understand the deep psychology at play. First, "Hi, first name. I just saw your request for info on property address." This accomplishes 2 critical things immediately. It's personal, using their name and referencing the exact thing they just did. This isn't a random spam text. It's a direct response to their action. It validates their inquiry and proves you are paying attention. This builds instant relevance. You're not a cold caller. You're a helpful resource responding to their specific request. Now, the second part is the strategic masterpiece. Are you just browsing online, or are you thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? This is what we call a binary question with a built-in out. We are giving them 2 easy options. We're not asking an open-ended question like, "What are you looking for?" which requires them to think and type a long response. Most people won't do that for a stranger. We're also not asking a high-pressure, yes or no question like, "Do you want to see the house tomorrow?" which screams commission breath agent and scares people away. Instead, we give them an easy out. Just browsing. 90% of people are just browsing. By offering this as a valid, acceptable answer, you remove all the pressure. You're telling them, "It's okay if you're not ready. I get it." This disarms them. They feel understood, not hunted. And because you've made it safe for them to be honest, they are far more likely to actually respond. The alternative, thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, gives serious buyers a clear path to identify themselves. This one question brilliantly separates the hot leads from the nurturing leads without any friction. Finally, you sign off with your name and brokerage. This establishes professionalism and credibility. In a world of anonymous texts, it shows you're a legitimate professional. Now, the magic isn't just in this first text. It's in the system that follows based on their response. There are 3 paths this can take. Path A. They respond positively, saying they want to make a move. Path B. They take the out, saying they're just browsing. And Path C, the most common one. They don't respond at all. You need a script for every single one of these scenarios. Let's start with Path A, the best case scenario. They text back, "Yeah, we're hoping to move in the next few months." Your goal is one thing and one thing only: get them on the phone. Do not try to have a full consultation over text message. Your reply script is this: "That's great. It's a busy market right now. Are you free for a quick 5-minute call sometime this afternoon to chat about your plans and see how I can help?" We are framing it as a quick 5-minute call. This is low commitment. We're not asking for an hour of their time. We're offering a specific, tangible next step that respects their time. If they say yes, you call them and proceed with your normal qualification script. If they say they're busy, you reply, "No problem. What's a better day or time for you later this week?" Keep it simple. Keep it focused on booking the call. Now for Path B, which you'll get all the time. They reply, "We're just browsing, thanks." The amateur agent sees this as a dead end. The pro sees it as the beginning of a relationship. Do not argue with them. Do not push them. Agree with them and pivot to value. Your script is, "I completely understand. Most people start looking online months before they're serious. Would it be helpful if I set you up on a search to get alerts for similar homes with no pressure to buy?" It's a great way to keep a pulse on the market. You've validated their position, shown empathy, and offered a free, no-strings-attached service. You're transitioning from a salesperson to a valuable resource. Most people will say yes to this. Once they do, you've earned permission to keep in touch. You've moved them from a cold lead to a long-term nurture. But what about Path C? The sound of silence. The lead who doesn't respond to your brilliant initial text. This is where 90% of agents fail. They send one text, maybe one email, and give up. But you're not going to do that. You're going to execute a simple, automated, but personal-sounding follow-up plan. This is your 7-day engagement sequence. Day 1, 5 minutes after they register. You send the initial text we already covered. If you get no response, you wait. That evening around 6 p.m. you send a follow-up email. The subject line is, info on property address. The body is simple. Hi, first name. I sent you a text earlier today but wanted to follow up by email as well. You requested some information on property address, and I wanted to see if you had any specific questions I could answer about the property or the neighborhood. Let me know how I can help. Best. Your name. It's short, professional, and references your previous attempt to connect. Day 2 around noon. No response to the text or the email. Time for a different angle. You send another text. This one is value-based and asks a different low-friction question. The script. Hide first name. Hope you're having a good day. A lot of people looking at the home on property address are also interested in mention a key feature, like homes with finished basements or properties in the XYZ school district. Is that important for your search too? This does a few things. It shows you have market knowledge. It offers a helpful observation. And it asks a simple yes or no question that's easy to answer. You're not asking about their timeline or their finances. You're asking about a feature. It's a much softer approach. Day 4, still silence. Time to shift from text to a different medium and a different offer of value. You send an email. The subject. A few other homes you might like. The body. Hi, first name. I know you were interested in property address. That one is getting a lot of attention. I put together a quick list of 3 other similar homes in the area that just came on the market. You can check them out here. Link to a custom search on your website. Let me know if any of these catch your eye. You are providing unsolicited value. You are being a proactive resource, not a pest. And you're driving traffic back to your own website where you can track their activity. Day 7, the final attempt for this initial sequence. It's time for the closing the file message. This is a powerful psychological trigger that uses the principle of takeaway selling. You send one last text. Hi, first name. I've tried to reach out a few times about your interest in real estate in your city, but haven't heard back. I'm assuming you're either working with another agent or just not in the market right now, so I'll go ahead and close out your inquiry. If that's not the case, just let me know. Wish you all the best. This works like magic. People hate having a door closed on them. It creates a sense of urgency and fear of missing out. You will be shocked at how many people who ignored all your previous messages suddenly reply to this one saying, No, I'm still looking. Just been busy. And just like that, a dead lead is revived and you have a conversation. This entire system, from the initial 5-minute text to the 7-day follow-up sequence, is designed to do one thing: start a conversation. It's built on modern communication preferences, psychological triggers, and relentless, value-driven follow-up. It filters out the unmotivated, identifies the serious, and builds a pipeline of future business from those who are just browsing. This is how you convert online leads in today's market. It's not about having one magic script. It's about having a system of scripts that work together. But this system is designed for new leads, people who are actively, if casually, browsing. What about the biggest goldmine in your entire database? The hundreds or even thousands of old leads. The people who registered 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, who you thought were dead and gone. There is a very specific, almost mystical script that can resurrect these leads from the grave and turn them into closed deals within 90 days. It's a completely different approach, and it's what separates the good agents from the truly wealthy ones. This approach is built on one fundamental, game-changing psychological principle: the pattern interrupt. Think about it. Every single agent who has this lead's contact information is hitting them with the same tired, predictable questions. Are you still looking? Has your timeline changed? Just checking in. Their brain has built up an immunity to this. It's noise. It immediately triggers their sales defense mechanism, and they either ignore you or give you a polite brush off. Why? Because you're asking them for something. You're asking for their time, their attention, their status. You are a salesperson and they know the game. The wealthy agent understands this. They don't play that game. They break the pattern. They stop asking and start giving. They shift their identity from a real estate salesperson to a market information provider. This isn't just a semantic trick. It's a complete reframing of the relationship. You are no longer the hunter chasing a commission. You are the trusted advisor, the local economist, the person with valuable insider information that they can't just get from Zillow. When you make this mental shift, the script writes itself. But I'm going to give you the most powerful version I've ever tested. We call it the no-pressure market analysis script. And it is designed specifically for leads that are 6 months, 12 months, even 2 years old. These are the leads everyone else has given up on. This is your gold mine. The first contact is critical, and it should not be a phone call. A cold call to a dead lead is jarring and ineffective. Puts them on the spot. We're going to use a text message or an email. It's less intrusive, and it gives them time to consider their response without pressure. Here is the exact script. Memorize it. Internalize it. Hey, the lead's first name. It's your name with your brokerage. We connected a while back about real estate in the city/area area. I'm not reaching out to ask if you're ready to move, but I'm putting together a custom 90-day market forecast for a few past clients and thought you might find it valuable. No pressure at all, but would you be interested in a free copy? Let's tear this masterpiece apart, piece by piece, so you understand the brutal effectiveness of every single word. First, hey, the lead's first name. It's your name with your brokerage. We connected a while back. This is a simple, low-threat reintroduction. A while back is intentionally vague. It covers a lead from 6 months ago or 3 years ago. It gently jogs their memory without making them feel guilty for ghosting you. Now, the most important line in the entire script. I'm not reaching out to ask if you're ready to move. This is the pattern interrupt. This is the needle scratching across the record. They are conditioned to expect the sales pitch, but you just did the complete opposite. You just told them, relax, this isn't what you think it is. You can lower your guard. In that single moment, you've differentiated yourself from every other agent in their inbox. Their curiosity is now piqued. Next. But I'm putting together a custom 90-day market forecast. Look at these power words. Custom. This isn't some generic newsletter you spam out to 1,000 people. This is something tailored. Feels exclusive. 90-day market forecast. This sounds professional, analytical, and forward-looking. You're not talking about old comps, you're talking about the future. You sound like a financial advisor for their biggest asset. And then we add social proof. For a few past clients. This subtly communicates that you are an active, successful agent who serves clients. You're not just some desperate agent trawling through old leads. You are a busy professional. And you are generously extending this valuable service to them. It elevates your status. And the close. And thought you might find it valuable. No pressure at all, but would you be interested in a free copy? This is the definition of a soft call to action. You're framing it as a gift. The phrase no pressure at all is critical. It reinforces the pattern interrupt. It gives them an easy out, which paradoxically makes them more likely to say yes. And the question, would you be interested in a free copy? Is a simple, closed-ended question. It requires a simple yes or no. It is incredibly easy for them to answer. Now, you send this out to 100 of your old dead leads. What happens? A portion will not respond. That's fine. We have a plan for them. A small number will say no, thank you. To them, you respond with grace. No problem at all. I appreciate the reply. Wishing you all the best. You leave the door open. You were professional and respectful. But a significant percentage, often 15 to 25%, will respond with some version of yes. Sure, I'll take a look. Yes, please. That would be great, thanks. This is the moment. This is the lead resurrected. But your next move is just as critical as the first. Do not, under any circumstances, respond with great. When's a good time to call you to discuss it? You will snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. You just spent all this effort building a no-pressure environment. Don't destroy it now. Your reply needs to continue the pattern of being a consultant, not a salesperson. Here is the script for when they say yes. Awesome. To make sure the forecast is as accurate as possible for you, are you still thinking about the original neighborhood/city area? Or has your focus shifted at all? For example, are you still looking for a 3-bedroom? Or are you thinking bigger/smaller now? Boom. You didn't ask for a phone call. You didn't ask for an appointment. You asked a simple, clarifying question that achieves 2 brilliant things. First, it justifies your need for more information. You need it to create their custom report. Second, and more importantly, you have just seamlessly reopened the discovery conversation. You're talking about their needs again, but in a completely different context. You're not a salesperson prying for information. You're an analyst gathering data to prepare their report. They will respond. They'll say, "Yeah, we're still looking in that area, but we're actually thinking we need a 4th bedroom now for a home office." Or, "We've actually started looking more towards the suburbs because of the school district." Whatever they say, you've done it. The dead lead is now an active conversation. You're back in the game. From here, you can continue the conversation naturally. You provide the market forecast, which can be a simple one-page CMA or a more detailed report, and you set a time to briefly go over it with them. The sales process has begun again, but this time, you are in the driver's seat, positioned as the expert advisor they need. Now, what about the majority who don't respond to that first message? Do we give up? Absolutely not. They are simply in a different phase of the nurture process. We're going to hit them with a different kind of value 2 weeks later. This is the shocking sales script. It's even shorter and more direct. You find a property in their area of interest that sold for a surprising price, either way over ask, or maybe it was a fixer-upper that went for a steal. You text them this: "Hey, lead's first name. You won't believe what this home down the street from landmark/neighborhood they were interested in just sold for. It's completely changing my projections for the area. Thought you'd want to see it." And then you include a link to the sold listing. That's it. There's no question. There is no ask. You are simply sharing a piece of shocking insider information. It's gossip for homeowners. It's irresistible. This script gets an incredibly high open and click-through rate. And many times the response will be, "Wow, that's crazy. What do you think my place would be worth now?" And just like that, you've opened another conversation. This entire strategy is about playing the long game. It's about building a pipeline of future business from leads you already have, leads that your competition has written off as worthless. By interrupting their expectations and consistently providing value without asking for anything in return, you become the only logical choice when their timeline eventually becomes real. You're not just another agent in their phone. You are their personal real estate economist. And that is a position that no algorithm or portal can ever compete with. But while that long-term, high-value positioning is your shield against industry disruption, what about the business you've already earned? What about the absolute goldmine of future deals and referrals that is sitting, right now, inside your CRM, completely ignored by 95% of agents? I'm talking, of course, about your past clients. This is the single biggest fumble in the entire real estate industry. An agent works their tail off for months, navigates a stressful transaction, gets to the closing table, hands over a bottle of champagne and a gift basket, and then vanishes. They completely disappear from that client's life, only to awkwardly resurface a year later with a generic email that basically screams, "Hey, remember me? I sold you a house once. Now, please give me the name of your wealthiest friend." Feels cheap. Feels transactional. It feels like what it is: a desperate plea for business from someone who only cares about the next commission check. You didn't just facilitate a transaction. You guided someone through one of the largest financial and emotional decisions of their life. To treat that relationship like a one-and-done deal is business malpractice. The goal is not to get a good review and a single commission. The goal is to become their realtor for life. Their family's realtor for life. The go-to real estate authority for their entire social and professional circle. This isn't about farming for referrals. It's about fostering a genuine, value-based relationship that naturally produces them. It all starts with a fundamental shift in your post-closing follow-up. Here are the scripts and the system to make it happen. First, the settling in call. This happens 7 to 14 days after closing. The key here is that there is absolutely zero mention of business. This is a human-to-human check-in. You'll call them and say, "Hey Sarah, it's Mike. I know you're probably still surrounded by boxes, but I was just thinking about you and wanted to call and check in. Most importantly, how are you guys settling in? Have you found the best local pizza place yet?" That's always the first critical mission. Seriously though, is everything in the house working as you expected? No weird surprises from the water heater. This script is powerful because it's unexpected. They are bracing for a sales pitch, but what they get is a genuine conversation. You're not an agent. You're a concerned advisor and a friend. You're solidifying the relationship and demonstrating that your care extends beyond the closing date. Any problems they have? You can be a hero by recommending a plumber or an electrician from your network. You are immediately reinforcing your value. Next is the homeivrsary contact. This is non-negotiable. Put it in your calendar the day you close. On the 1-year anniversary of their closing date, you send a text or a video message that says, "Hey Tom and Rebecca, Mike here. I was just looking at my calendar, and I can't believe it's been a full year since I handed you the keys to your home. I was just thinking back on that crazy search we went on to find the perfect place, and I just wanted to say congratulations on your 1-year homeversary. I truly hope you're building incredible memories there, and that you love it even more than the day you moved in." End of message. Do not ask for a referral. Do not ask if they know anyone who's moving. This is purely about celebrating their milestone. Shows you remember. Shows you care. It's an emotional deposit into the relationship bank account. People do business with people they like, and this single action makes you incredibly likable and memorable. Now let's re-engage that personal real estate economist role we talked about. Twice a year, you are going to provide them with a proactive, unsolicited equity update. This isn't a generic market report. Specific to them, you can use a simple tool to create a one-page CMA, or even just a well-crafted email. You'll send it with a message like this: "Hi David, hope all is well. I was just analyzing the latest sales data for your neighborhood, and a home just sold down the street that I thought you'd find interesting. Based on that sale and a few other factors, your home's estimated value has seen a significant increase over the last 6 months. I put together a quick one-page summary for you. No need to do anything, I just want to make sure you're always kept in the loop on what is likely your largest asset. I'll text it over to you now. Let me know if you have any questions." This is a game changer. While other agents are sending out pumpkin carving contest flyers, you are providing sophisticated financial intelligence about their personal wealth. You are treating their home like the massive investment it is. You're not asking for anything. You are simply giving immense value. This single action positions you light years ahead of any competitor who might try to farm their neighborhood. When they think real estate, they will think of you, period. So, how do you actually ask for the business? It happens naturally, by using a pivot script after you've provided value. Let's say David replies to your equity update email and says, "Wow, thanks so much for this. This is great information." You don't just say, "You're welcome." You reply with the pivot. You say, "Of course, David. I'm happy to do it. Honestly, my entire business philosophy is built around taking such great care of my past clients, people like you, that I don't have to spend my time cold calling or chasing down strangers. I get to spend my time providing value to the people I already know and trust." On that note, if you ever happen to overhear a coworker or a friend mentioning they're thinking about a move, I would be incredibly grateful if you throw my name in the hat. Anyway, enough business talk. How did that kitchen renovation you were planning turn out? Let's break down why this is so effective. First, you explained your business philosophy, which makes him feel like an important insider. Second, you framed the referral request as a benefit to him. The more referrals you get, the more time you have to provide him with great service. Third, you didn't linger on the ask. You made it a small part of a larger, friendly conversation, pivoting right back to something personal. It's confident, it's professional, and it's not needy. It makes people want to refer you. I knew an agent who lost a past client listing because he followed the old model. He sent a Christmas card once a year and that was it. 2 years after a sale, he drove by his old client's house and saw a competitor's sign in the yard. When he called to ask why, the client said, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. My wife's coworker is an agent, and she's been sending us market updates every few months. We just figured you weren't in the business anymore." He didn't lose to a better agent. He lost to a better system. Contrast that with an agent I coached who implemented this exact value-first system. One past client in a single year gave her 3 closed referrals. Why? Because she made them look smart. Every time they forwarded her equity update or connected her with a friend, they were introducing an expert, not just another salesperson. You're not asking for a handout. You're offering them the chance to connect their friends with a high-value resource. Mastering your past client follow-up transforms your business from a constant, exhausting grind for new leads into a predictable, profitable, referral-based machine. But there's one final group of leads that, if handled correctly, can provide the highest conversion rates of all. They're the people who already know, like, and trust you, but you're probably not even thinking of them as leads yet. They are your past clients, your sphere of influence, your friends, your family, your old college roommate, the person you buy coffee from every morning. This is your warm market, your database, your tribe. And the reason most agents fail to tap into this goldmine isn't because they don't have a script. It's because they're terrified of using one. They're afraid of sounding sleazy. They feel awkward turning a friendly chat into a business transaction. They don't want to be that person who corners their cousin at Thanksgiving to ask for referrals. And because of that fear, they do the worst thing imaginable: nothing. They let these golden relationships built over years of trust go completely cold. So let's fix that right now. We need to fundamentally shift your mindset. Following up with your sphere of influence is not about hunting for your next deal. It is about relationship nurturing. The goal is not to close them. The goal is to stay top of mind, to provide undeniable value, and to position yourself as their go-to real estate resource for life. When you do that, the referrals don't just happen. They become an inevitable byproduct of your genuine connection. To do this, you don't need a single script. You need a system, a sequence. I call it the value-first flywheel, and it's designed to restart a cold relationship and turn it into a consistent source of business without ever making you feel like a pushy salesperson. It has 4 simple steps. Step 1 is the no-ask check-in. This is the most important step, and it's the one everyone skips because it doesn't feel like work. Your only goal here is to re-establish a human connection. That's it. No mention of real estate. No hints. No agenda. Pick up your phone. Find someone you haven't spoken to in over 6 months and send this text. Hey Sarah. Just randomly thinking about you and wanted to see how you're doing. How did that big project at work end up going? Or, hey Mike, you popped into my head today. Hope you and the family are doing awesome. How was that trip to the lake you were planning? If you're calling them, it's even simpler. Hey Sarah, it's John. I know this is totally out of the blue, but I was just driving past that coffee shop we used to go to, and it made me think of you. I've only got a minute, but I just wanted to call and say hi and see how you're doing. The magic here is in the absolute lack of an ulterior motive. You are just a friend checking in on a friend. People are so used to being sold to that a genuine, no-strings-attached point of contact is disarming and deeply appreciated. It reopens the door to communication and primes them for the next step. Step 2, which you might do a week or 2 later, is the value add. Now that you've re-established contact, your job is to provide value and subtly remind them of your profession without asking for anything in return. You are the community connector, the local expert. You're going to send them something helpful and relevant to them as a homeowner or a member of the community. For example, hey Mike, great catching up the other day. By the way, I was putting together a list of my go-to local contractors, plumbers, electricians, painters, you name it, for another client, and I thought you might find it useful to have on hand. Let me know if you want me to send it over. Notice the psychology. You're not saying, do you need a plumber? You're offering a resource. You're being helpful. Another great one is the homeowner-specific tip. Hey Sarah, hope you're having a great week. A quick heads up. I've been telling all my clients to check their property tax assessments that just came out. A lot of them are higher than they should be. Here's a link to the county website where you can appeal it. Can save you some serious money. Just thought you'd want to know. You just became a hero. You saved them money and reminded them that you are an expert in all things homeownership. All without asking for a dime. Now we move to step 3, the gentle pivot. You've reconnected. You've provided value. You've earned the right to gently pivot the conversation toward real estate. This is not a hard sell. It's an invitation for them to raise their hand if they're interested. The best way to do this is with a data-driven, curiosity-piquing update. A few weeks after your last contact, send this. Hey Mike, you won't believe this, but a house just 2 streets over from you. The one with the blue shutters, just sold for over $1 million. The market in your little pocket of the neighborhood is going absolutely nuts. It's pretty incredible to watch. Then you go quiet. Let them respond. 9 times out of 10, their response will be something like, wow, that's crazy. I wonder what our place is worth. And that is your opening. Your reply. I was wondering the same thing. If you're ever curious just for fun, I can put together a quick, no-pressure report for you. Takes me about 15 minutes. You've now transitioned from a friend to a trusted advisor, and it felt completely natural because you led with information that was genuinely interesting to them. This brings us to the final and most crucial step. Step 4. The professional ask. You only do this after you've gone through the first 3 steps. You've nurtured the relationship, provided value, and demonstrated your expertise. Now you can make a direct, professional, and respectful request for their help. This isn't a desperate plea. It's a confident invitation to partner with you. You can say, Sarah, it's been so great reconnecting with you lately. As you know, my business is built almost entirely on referrals from wonderful people like you. I wanted to ask if you happen to run into anyone, a friend, a family member, a coworker, who mentions they're thinking about buying or selling a home this year. Would you feel comfortable introducing them to me? I promise I would take absolutely incredible care of them. Let's break down why this script works. You're not asking, do you know anyone who wants to move? Which puts them on the spot. You're asking them to keep their ears open in the future. You're using the phrase, would you feel comfortable? Which gives them an easy out and shows respect for the relationship. And you end with a promise to take incredible care of them, which isn't about you getting a commission. It's about you providing a service to someone they care about, making them look good for referring you. This 4-part flywheel check-in, value add, gentle pivot, professional ask, is a system you can run on a continuous loop with everyone in your database. It turns dreaded cold calls into warm conversations. It transforms your fear of being sleazy into a genuine desire to serve. And that's the ultimate secret that separates the top 1% of agents from everyone else. It's not about having the slickest lines or the most aggressive closing techniques. It's about understanding that this business isn't transactional. It's relational. The scripts we've covered in this entire series, from Zillow leads to your closest friends, are just tools. They are the bridges that allow you to start conversations and build trust at scale. So my challenge to you is this. Don't just watch this video and file it away. Take action. Right now. Pull out your phone, open your contacts, and scroll to someone you haven't spoken to in at least 6 months. Send them that no-ask check-in text. Just one. Start the flywheel. Because the long-term success of your career won't be defined by the leads you buy. It will be defined by the relationships you build. Stop chasing commissions and start building a community. Your database isn't a list of prospects. It's a collection of human beings waiting for you to reach out and reconnect. Go be the resource they need, and I promise you the business will follow.